Good morning. Malai Murasu 15 minutes news in English. Headlines for the day. Stampede breaks out at Mahakumbh in Prayagraj. Amrit Snan suspended. Casualties feared. Modi speaks to UPCM. Assures all help in relief operations. ISRO scripts history. Launches 100th satellite NVS-2 from Sriharikota. Dravidian movement was formed to establish social justice, says Chief Minister Stalin. Inaugurates a slew of welfare measures in Viluppuram district. NIA arrests ISIS-linked ambulance driver during Chennai raids. He was allegedly recruiting and propagating for the ISIS. Two Tamil Nadu fishermen hurt in Lankan Navy firing. India summons Lankan High Commissioner, lodges protest. Budget session begins on January 31 with President's address. Finance Minister Nirmala Seitharaman to table Union budget on 1 February. England beats India by 26 runs in third T20 International in Rajkot. Varun Chakravarti's 5-wicket haul ends in vain. News in detail. Stampede breaks out at Mahakumbh in Prayagraj. Amrit Snan suspended. Casualties feared. Modi speaks to UPCM. Assures all help. Several devotees were feared injured and casualties are feared after a stampede-like situation broke out at the Mahakumbh today ahead of Amrit Snan on Mauna Amavasya. According to officials, the stampede-like situation broke out due to the overwhelming crowd which led to several women suffocating. Ambulances were quickly dispatched and the affected women were taken to the hospital for treatment. Around 25 to 30 women have been admitted to a hospital within the Mahakumbh fairgrounds. The Amrit Snan on Mauna Amavasya is the most significant ritual of the Mahakumbh. The incident occurred in the early hours of Wednesday amid a sea of crowds converging at the Sangam and all other ghats created along a 12-kilometer long range of river banks for the Mahakumbh. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi spoke to Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and inquired about the situation. He assured all help from the centre for the rescue operations. ISRO scripts history, launches 100th satellite NVS-2 from Sriharikota. Indian Space Research Organisation on Wednesday morning successfully launched the NVS-2, a part of India's navigation with Indian constellation, on board a GSLV rocket, marking its historic 100th satellite launch from Satish Dhawan Space Centre in Sriharikota. GSLV F-15, the 17th flight of GSLV and the 11th flight with indigenous cryostage, lifted off majestically from the second launch pad of the SDSC at 6:23 am. This was ISRO's first launch in 2025 after Dr. V. Narayanan took over as the Space Agency's chairman earlier this month. This is the 100th launch from SDSC by the SRO, with SLV E-1, whose director was space scientist and former President APJ Abdul Kalam, with the Rohini technology payload being the first mission to be launched from SDSC Sriharikota on August 10, 1979. Budget session begins on January 31 with President's address. Finance Minister Nirmala Seitharaman to table Union budget on 1 February. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will take up discussions on President Draupadi Murmu's address to Parliament on Monday as the budget session begins on January 31. The President will address both the houses of Parliament assembled together in the Lok Sabha chamber on Friday, and Finance Minister Nirmala Seitharaman will present the general budget on Saturday. The Finance Minister will table the economic survey on Friday, when both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will convene briefly after the President's address. Lok Sabha has provisionally allotted 2 days, February 3 and 4, for discussion on the motion of thanks to the President's address, while Rajya Sabha has earmarked 3 days for the debate. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to reply to the debate in Rajya Sabha on February 6. Dravidian movement was formed to establish social justice, says Chief Minister Stalin. Inaugurates slew of welfare measures in Viluppuram district. The Dravidian movement emerged to establish social justice, and the DMK would continue its journey on the social justice path. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and DMK President M.K. Stalin said on Wednesday, Tuesday. It was only during the DMK rule that the reservation for BC was enhanced to 31% from 28, 18% quota was provided to the SCs, 1% reservation was provided to ST, while a separate reservation was announced for MBC. The government ensured 3.5% quota for Muslims, besides 3% internal reservation for Arundhatias, Stalin said. Apart from distributing welfare aid to beneficiaries, Stalin inaugurated projects that were completed for 425 crores, besides laying the foundation stone for new projects worth rupees 133 crore. Two Tamil Nadu fishermen hurt in Lankan Navy firing. India summons Lankan High Commissioner, lodges protest. Two people sustained serious injuries and three others suffered minor injuries after Sri Lankan Navy personnel opened fire at fishermen from Karaikal and Nagapattinam in the wee hours of Tuesday, triggering a furious reaction from India, which summoned the acting High Commissioner to lodge a strong protest. The Lankan Navy detained 13 people who were taken to the Kangesan-Thurai harbour and produced before a court in Jaffna and lodged in prison. The injured men are undergoing treatment at a hospital there. The Ministry of External Affairs summoned the acting High Commissioner of the island nation and lodged a strong protest. Indian consulate officials in Jaffna visited the injured fishermen at the hospital and are extending all possible assistance to them and their families. Erode East Bipole, promises made by DMK have not been fulfilled, Seeman slams DMK. Nam Tamizhar Katchi coordinator Seeman on Tuesday slammed the DMK government for giving away mobile phones and cars to people instead of providing them with food. Speaking while campaigning for NTK candidate Sita Lakshmi, who is contesting the Erode East Bipole, Seeman said that without access to proper food and water, a revolution would break in the state, much like the ones in Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. When Tamils were killed in Sri Lanka, the DMK stood by and watched silently. DMK and Karunanidhi have committed many betrayals against Tamil, Seeman said. He further noted that the promises made in the DMK election manifesto have not been fulfilled yet. NIA arrests ISIS-linked ambulance driver during Chennai raids. He was allegedly recruiting and propagating for the ISIS. A 26-year-old man from Mailaduthurai district in Tamil Nadu has been arrested in Chennai by the NIA for his alleged links to the ISIS terror outfit. Al-Basit, a driver by profession, was working for a private ambulance service in Chennai. He was reportedly recruiting and propagating for the ISIS. The NIA is currently interrogating Al-Basit at their Chennai office and conducted searches in over 15 locations across Tamil Nadu. The arrest comes after a lengthy investigation, and the NIA has alleged that Al-Basit was in touch with ISIS handlers and was spreading the group's ideology. Prime Minister Modi likely to visit White House in February, says Donald Trump. US President Donald Trump has said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi would probably be visiting the White House for a meeting with him in February. Trump told reporters about Air Force One on his way back to Joint Base Andrews from Florida. I had a long talk with him. Modi is going to be coming to the White House over the next month, probably February. We have a very good relationship with India, Trump told reporters. Trump and Modi enjoy a good friendly relationship. The two addressed thousands of people at two different rallies in Houston in September 2019 and in Ahmedabad in February 2020. England beats India by 26 runs in third T20 International in Rajkot. Varun Chakravarti's 5-wicket haul ends in vain. England bet India by 26 runs in their third T20 International in Rajkot on Tuesday, but still trailed the 5-match series 1-2. Chasing a target of 172, India ended at 145 for 9 in 20 overs, with Hardik Pandya top scoring with 40 runs of 35 balls. For England, Jamie Overton took 3 wickets while Jofra Archer and Brendan Carsey got 2 apiece. Earlier, Varun Chakravarti was all over the England with a splendid figures of 4 overs, 25 runs on 5 wickets, as the visitors could manage only 171 for 9 in 20 overs. The right-arm spinner Chakravarti accounted for Josh Butler, Jamie Smith, Jamie Overton, Carsey and Archer. For England, Ben Duckett scored 51 runs and provided fireworks at the top, while Liam Livingstone managed 24 ball 43 with 5 sixes and 4 boundaries. Will strengthen democracy, Prime Minister Modi on Uniform Civil Code. Underscoring that the Uniform Civil Code or UCC will strengthen the spirit of democracy, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday hailed it as a secular civil code a day after Uttarakhand became the first state to implement the law. Yesterday, Uttarakhand became the first state to implement the Uniform Civil Code. I congratulate Uttarakhand government for this. It will strengthen the spirit of democracy and constitution, said the Prime Minister after inaugurating the 38th National Games in Dehradun. UCC has same team spirit as sports, discrimination against none, said the Prime Minister. Architect of liquor scam, Rahul Gandhi's all-out attack on Arvind Kejriwal. Senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Tuesday attacked AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal at a public meeting in a pole-bound Delhi, saying that former Delhi chief minister came in a small car but lived in a sheesh mahal. Rahul Gandhi claimed Kejriwal was invisible when Delhi faced violence. AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal was never seen when the poor needed him and when Delhi faced violence, Rahul Gandhi said. He took a sharp jibe at Manish Sisodia and Arvind Kejriwal over their incarceration in the Delhi excise policy case. Arvind Kejriwal promised to do politics differently but gave Delhi the biggest liquor scam, Rahul Gandhi said.